Think about this. Think of the last time you looked up at a glowing full moon, or beyond it out to the stars burning at the edge of reality. The only reason you can see any of these things is because beams of light travelled across the universe to reach your eyes. And you probably thought how incredibly far away they are. And they are. But from the perspective of the light that brought the information to your eyes, the distance travelled is exactly zero. Take the moon for example. The light by which we see it isn't actually moonlight. It's reflected sunlight. Those photons were forged in the sun. They spent about 100,000 years in there bouncing around just trying to escape. When they finally did, they crossed the inner solar system in about 8 minutes, bounced off the surface of the moon, and 2 seconds later entered your eyeball. When you're actually looking at the moon, you're touching pieces of the sun, and that's just our local neighbourhood. Beyond that is the light of distant stars, which has travelled for millions of light years across the universe, and further still, light from quasars, which left before the Earth was even formed. Welcome to the Photon project. I wanted to start this page because everything we know about the universe, every planet, every galaxy, every exploding star, every black hole, is brought to us by light. Visible light, X-rays, gamma rays, radio waves, infrared, they're all just photons. Photons are just fundamental packets of electromagnetic energy. They have no mass and therefore they can't sit still. In fact, astronomy can be thought of as the art of just building different buckets to try and catch all these different types of photons. But here's the part that absolutely blows my mind. Because photons travel at the ultimate speed limit of the universe, they don't actually experience time. Einstein tells us that when you travel at the speed of light, time stops completely. Think about a photon from the cosmic microwave background, the leftover light from the Big Bang, the creation of the universe some 13.8 billion years ago. To us, that photon has spent 13.8 billion years crossing the universe. It has witnessed the birth of stars and galaxies, the formation of the Earth. It has actually witnessed the entire history of reality. But to the photon itself, because space and time bend at that speed, the universe contracts to zero. The exact instant it left the Big Bang, 13.8 billion years ago, and the instant it arrived in your eyes just a few seconds ago, as far as the photon are concerned, are one and the same thing. It crossed the entire history of time in exactly 0 seconds. The cosmos isn't something that's stuck in a physics textbook. It's a real world reality that you and I interact with every time we leave the house. By starting this channel, I hope to take on some of these massive, seemingly inaccessible concepts and bring them down to earth. I hope that you'll join me for the journey.